Looking out for your money at 4, the U.S. added 311,000 jobs in February, far above what analysts had predicted. The jobs report is good news for President Biden.
Yeah, he says his economic growth strategy is working, but it comes as Americans still face sky-high inflation, and the Federal Reserve is working to tamp it down with interest rate hikes. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Another stronger than expected jobs report, cutting both ways in a mixed economy. President Biden celebrating the more than 300,000 jobs added to the economy last month.
And today's job numbers is clear. Our economy is moving in the right direction.
But the report makes Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell's warning this week increasingly likely that the central bank may have to push interest rates higher than expected to cool the economy and curb persistent inflation.
Without price stability, the economy does not work for anyone.
At the same time, stock markets reacting to news today of the biggest bank collapse since the 2008 financial crisis. California regulators shutting down and taking over Silicon Valley Bank, a favorite of tech startups.
This is not a time for panic, but regulators want to make sure that the banking problems happening at Silicon Valley Bank are not going to spread elsewhere into the banking system.
In a House hearing today, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying she's closely monitoring the situation while pushing back against Republican attacks on President Biden's new budget proposal.
It is clear that many of the real challenges that Americans are facing are not being heard by this administration and in this budget.
Our administration's top economic priority remains bringing down inflation.
House Republicans have yet to submit their own budget, but the far-right Freedom Caucus unveiled its demands today for massive spending cuts in order to consider raising the debt ceiling. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
President Biden insists his budget will cut the deficit by $3 trillion over 10 years while investing in America.